Hey guys, we're with 15th place winner Tristan. And Tristan, what you play today, man?
I played the Onomat Ryzeal deck.
What? All right, let's check that deck list out, bro.
Deck, yeah, really cool deck. It's probably my favorite deck of all time. But it was dope. I had a lot of fun playing it today. So we'll just start with, I guess, non-engine. Everyone is like, this is like standard. Yeah, we'll do this is like standard. Triple Ash, triple Fua. That's pretty standard. But right now I'm playing triple Ghost Bell. I think Ghost Bell is extremely good right now. It stops the Draco Tail fusions from reborning, stops the traps, stops the Yummy Synchro, stops the Bestial. It just stops a lot of good stuff. So it got me out of a lot of jams today. It stopped the Sky Striker player, one of my worst matchups. And it stopped them, and it really put the nail in the coffin for them. So this card is for sure pretty goated. So that's my non-engine. Now we got the Ryzeal cards. It's pretty standard stuff. Two, 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 and the one and one. Don't really need an explanation for that. And then next, we got the onomatopoeia cards, the life and blood of the deck. So we got the Zubababa Bancho Gagaga Ko. You gotta pronounce it every
What a
time.
mouthful.
Then we got the Dododo Dwarf Go 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 Glove. We got the Go 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 Gigas, and we got the Gaga Gaga Ganbara Knight. So anyone who's at least a little familiar with this deck, you have to play one of both of these because you search this with the Dododo Warrior, which we play 3 of course, and he's really important. And then this guy you always send with the Dododo Warrior, obviously, of course. And then this one, I don't know if people play it or not, but this one you have to have it. It's Go 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 Gigas. You have to have it for the triple Goblinberg because your only other target for Goblinberg is the dwarf, and it kind of has some weird synergy, and you have to play really weird lines to, if you only play the dwarf. So you have to play this. And then the other thing is, a lot of times I used to side this out a lot, and I started regretting it a lot. So if you're trying to side deck, definitely, I know it sucks, but definitely don't ever side this card out ever. It's really important. Skips your battle phase, but turn 1 it's not that bad, and turn 2, if you're going Exciton Knight, you're not going to go to battle phase anyways, so it's not that big a deal. And then you play one of this guy just because, for the sole reason, we're playing triple Onomatopoeia, so it's really consistent that you're going to get any of these names. So we just play the one for that. But also sometimes you can play cool combos, like if they do not have Droll, you play Rhoda, right? You play one Rhoda, and you can search this, and then if you have another special, you can detach this for cost for an effect and search the Goblinberg, and then use your normal. But I mean, that's only if your hand's like super duper good. But that's the deck for the engine. It's phenomenal. Honestly, these cards are goated, man. For sure, my favorite part of the deck. But yeah, so make sure you play a Rhoda. Make sure you play 3 of these. Crazy good. We're gonna go on to some more spells. We have Forbidden Droplet. This is one of my favorite cards of all time in terms of non-engine. This card is actually just incredible. But I mean, it was kind of mid today, but I still think I would not take it out because this card is just it's too good. It wins games a lot of times, and it dodges stuff, especially like the Draco Tail trap to stop a spell. It really helps. And then we got the one plugin and the one cross, pretty standard. And then we got the one cross out, the one bonfire, the one called by, and the one talents. All pretty standard stuff. And then we main deck because when we summon our Gaga girl, we pretty much at that point are already winning, so we don't really need to search Onomatopoeia. It's only if our hand is absolutely tragically bad. So we main deck this counter trap, Unbreakable XYZ Barrier, because this card is searchable with the Gaga girl. And so a lot of times, pretty much every time I resolve Gaga girl, I'm always searching this pretty much every time. And then this card is also pretty crazy good. You have to play it with Trap Tricks for Fleecia. You have to. It's Gravedigger's Trap Hole. You just have to. Sometimes you can't play around Droll. Droll's literally the only hand trap in the whole game that beats this deck, in my opinion, aside from bricking. But I mean, that's not a hand trap. That's just bad luck. So now we're gonna move on to the extra deck, and we're gonna have the standard card, one detonator. Next, I only play one duo drive because this extra deck is extremely tight, but I say I have summoned every card in my extra deck this tournament, and every card has its use. Castell is because we play Harpy's Featherstorm, obviously, but actually this card is really good removal, and it's actually really good because sometimes you have weird boards where you literally have like one of these and one of these, or pretty much one of these three combinations, and you could just overlay them both for Castell, and if you use his effect to detach to, you can trigger both of them at the same time. So you get a double search. It's really crazy. So Castell, and then next we got Daigusto Emerald. This card is really important. You have to play it in this deck. Sometimes you run out of resources and you have to recycle them, especially if you ever open two Dodo Dodo Warriors. You have to, because sometimes you have to discard it. But the crazy thing is when you have this, you could like detach one of these for cost and then recycle like your search target. So like you could recycle one of these, and then on a new chain link, whatever gets shuffled um, will be available for one of these to trigger the search. So you need to play for your resource management. It's really important. And then we got Eclipse Twins. I only play one because I mean my extra deck's really tight. Exton Knight. It's probably the best card in the extra deck. You have to play it. Ouroboros. This card is crazy. Ripped a lot of cards today. And then we got Gaga Gaga Girl. I love this card. Part of pretty much every combo. Uh, People hand trap it a lot, and all they're doing is stopping a counter trap that you're getting pretty much. But they usually don't even know what you're searching, so like that's why they hand trap it. But then usually you detach one of the Onomat cards and you search after they negate it, so it's like doesn't really matter because your resource game just gets ramped up too much. We play Infernal Flame Banshee, pretty standard. Baguska, of course, standard. Dugaris, this card is really important. Every Ryzeal Onomata deck needs to play. Gets over Liger Dancer, because I didn't play it today, but you know, gets over Liger Dancer. Sometimes you open 0 Onomata cards. There's literally no way to search them. So in order to get them in rotation, you have to draw 2, discard 1, and hopefully not use your normal summon to get the absolute most out of this effect if you draw the Onomata cards with it. And then this card is also extremely important. Rhapsody and Berserk. You have to play this card. This also can get over a Liger Dancer. It's just equip it to a detonator. And, I think that's more attack points than Liger Dancer. It has defense points. But also this is really good for those decks that have a lot of resource management and grind game and recycling in the graveyard. This is extremely important. Like I was considering it when I played Sky Strikers. I was gonna he had 2 engages in the grave. I was really considering sniping them, but I ended up not doing it. I still won, but it didn't really matter. But it's really important because Fiendsmith, this stops the recycling of the Fiendsmith, and this also stops like Orcus decks. And if you're playing against Mitsurugi, sometimes they only play one of the big reptiles, so this will banish that and get it out of their rotation. So this card's really good, and it's also twice per turn. So if you overlay 2 Onomatas, you can get both their searches and just buy 1 card. And we play Traptrix for Flesia. It's extremely important. Plays around Nib, plays around Droll. It's really good if you have a good hand, but usually what you're trying to do is you're trying to overlay your materials, your Onomata materials, like this one or this one, or depending on what you have in your hand already, you want to overlay the one that is gonna not really matter if it doesn't resolve because you might not activate this. So you always have to just be really wary of your resource management and your board state. It's really important because one small screw up can just lose you the game. But then we got Valen. I don't know. Valen the Psychic Sky Blaster or something like that. He's really good. If anyone doesn't know, he's a Book Moon. You don't summon him, but his grave effect is to pop a set card, pop a set monster. It's really good. And then Aggregator. Uh, that's the, everyone has to play it in Ryzeal. But anyways, that's the deck. It was really awesome. I loved it. Best deck of all time, probably. Best deck of all time, for sure. It's going to get murdered by the Bamfus, but that's why we're playing it right now. So now we got the 2 Drolls. I actually might bump this to 3. It's really good. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm iffy on it. It's either this or Lancia, but you need this for the cross out. You need it for cross out. You have to. Play 2 of this. This card is crazy against Yummy. It's actually really crazy because if they chain to tag out their synchro, everything they summon is going to be bugged and their effects are going to miss timing. And it's pretty much a blanket effect. So if you can just do this and Exciton, and the other thing is against Yami specifically, if you can like wipe their board with Exciton, you can if they have both field spells in rotation and they're in the graveyard, you Exciton them, and then you Rhapsody and Berserk both their field spells since most of them only play one copy of each, and they pretty much have no more resource management and they have no way of pretty much getting game on you. So that's another reason to play Rhapsody and Brew. Card's crazy. Not sure if I want to play 3. 2 seem not bad. Then we play Harpies, of course. Back row scary. 2 Lightning Storms. Back row scary. Salesban. I play 3 of this because Droll is sometimes the one and only card that beats me, and I hate it. So I mean, it's good. Call Yummy Snatchy or some random card your opponent ends on their turn, and then Triple Thrust. I think 3 is good. I was playing 2, but I didn't like it. So, and then we got the Dimensional Barrier, and the Harpy's Featherstorm. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, that's the deck. I went X2 today. It was really cool. Got a lot of games. I won, I think, like 9 dice rolls. Sorry, 7 dice rolls. It was crazy. I'll go on like a 20+ dice roll losing streak. So like the fact that I won so many dice rolls today, I'm just grateful. I'm really grateful. But yeah, this deck's really crazy. Really crazy. Honestly, I'm gonna be really, really depressed when this deck is banned.
Fair enough. And what do you think about these new time rules now that we started with it? Honest opinions.
I hated it at first, but playing the event, the time rules were actually not that bad because it actually made me scoop faster. Because usually I'm the type of player, I will not, if I think there's a chance I can win, I'm not going to quit until the last card is played. But sometimes when you see the writing on the wall, you just got to scoop. And so it did help me kind of play a little faster. And I don't know, it just makes me feel like I have to 2-0 people more often if I'm going to win in time. So it kind of makes me feel like I have to play better and more on point, because if I don't 2-0 them, I'm probably going to go to time and I'm probably going to get that double game loss, and I'm not trying to get that double game loss.
Fair enough.
So I think it was really crappy at first, but I don't know. I guess it's not as bad as people think. I did see a bunch of people get double game losses, but I mean, it is what it is. Just play faster, surrender faster. That's all I can say, really.
Fair enough. And before we go, do you have any shoutouts?
Let's see. I want to shout out Cleo's TCG in San Bernardino. That's the store right there every weekend, 3 p.m. sharp. And then we got Collectible Exchange in Rancho Cucamonga and Gameology in Upland. Those are my stores. But I mean, yeah, I guess that's all who I'm trying to shout out, I guess.
Yeah.
My homie Brian Kano got, I think, 3rd or 4th place. And my friend Ulysses the Squirrel got like 7th place. So shouts out to those guys for always making me better, because they're really good duelists.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks for the deck list, Tristan.
Heck yeah, man.